What is going on, everybody? It is Eagle Eye Gordon. I am back. Tales from the Crypt style. I'm just joking. Yeah. I've been gone for a minute. Um, I was just, kind of been contemplating on whether I should still pursue this whole hair thing on YouTube, or if I should just, kind of just mellow out into the background. I don't know. I'm just a regular guy. I don't really have like a really big exuberant personality or I'm saying, hey, come watch my video or anything like that. I'm just a regular guy with long, big ass hair. Um, but I decided to, give it another knack at it. This time, though, I'm going to show you one of my treatments that I do to my hair. I would say once every other month, and it is henna. I use henna on my hair. Um, Sometimes I use it for color. Sometimes I use it for um, like a deep conditioning treatment. A lot of people don't know that henna can also be used for deep conditioning as well as color. Um, Speaking of color, I have colored my hair. Uh, Actually, I have been coloring my hair for like the past year or so. I just have not been, documenting it on YouTube. But my hair is actually red. I don't know if you can see it on this camera, because this is really just like one of my old phone cameras. I don't really have like one of those big expensive cameras yet. Haven't really graduated to that step of YouTube yet, but my hair is actually red. I'm probably going to leave some photos um, later on in the video to show you exactly what it looks like in pure lighting. But it's red. My hair has been red for about a year. Um, I achieved the red hair color via chemical and henna. My last color treatment was with a hair dye from Clariol, and after that process, I said I would never color my hair with chemical, at least for the rest of the year, because that chemical hair color stripped so much moisture out of my hair. Like it literally felt like my hair was on its last leg. But luckily for me, I know how to get it back to where it needs to be because I have a lot of natural remedies that I use, as well as some products to help replenish the vitamins that I've lost in my hair. But anyway, my hair is red. It is currently red, but I am primarily using henna today for a deep conditioning treatment because this is the middle of the summer and it is very humid. And most people with curly or just thick hair in general know what happens to your hair when it gets really humid and dry. All of the definition just gets sucked out of your hair when it's really hot outside. But the hair henna brand that I'm going to use today is I've been using this hair henna brand for about a year. It's called OK Henna. I bought this at a local beauty supply store for $5.99, and it's a pretty good henna. I've used it for color before, and it does give some pretty good highlights to your hair. If you use it consistently, you will achieve a certain, I would say, variant of red or like a medium brown. This is the orange color. They do make other colors too. Well, first of all, when you're using henna, there's only so much you can achieve with hair color using henna. For the most part, you're only going to get a certain shade of brown or a certain shade of red. You're not really going to get any blonde or just any kind of fantasy color. Um, you can probably get close to a black if you use the darkest one, but even at that, you probably won't even get black. You might get a really dark brown if you use the soft herbal black, which is what they offer. But they have a variety of colors that they offer. But yeah, one thing about henna, if you don't know about henna, is that you can't achieve every color. If you want like a really light shade of blonde or like a really vibrant brunette, you're gonna have to use a chemical for that, or maybe bleach, which is what I use on one of my actually on my last hair color that I just mentioned with the Clariol, and I will never do that again. But yeah, this is what I'm using today. This is the orange one, but I'm primarily using this for deep conditioning. because my hair is already red. So it may give me some boost of a highlight, but some of the excuse me, some of the benefits to using henna, like I said, is you get deep conditioning, you get less damage as opposed to like when you color treat your hair with chemical, and it also boosts hair growth because it has certain herbal ingredients, indigo. Let's see, has alma oil in it, and Bahita. A lot of stuff I can't pronounce, but it's like natural stuff. Yeah, but yeah, I want to do that, and I also usually when I use henna, I mix some things with it sometimes, like apple cider vinegar, or today I'm going to use actually green tea. I mix green tea inside of my henna. Green tea helps reduce shedding in your hair, as well as boosts softness of your hair, makes it more vibrant and shining. So I've added some green tea to it, and yeah, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to detangle all of this. It has grown over the past year or the last time since you've seen me. It is a lot bigger. It has grown. I'm wearing a really bad shirt, so you can't really see, but it's grown a lot. It's grown a lot, and it's big. And that's what I like. I like big hair. I have really big, thick, curly hair, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. But yeah, I'm gonna section off this hair, comb it out, and I'll be right back. Okay. So this is pretty much what it looks like after it's all stirred together. I wish I would have showed it to you after I took it out of the packet, but it's pretty much just dirt in a piece of plastic wrapping. If you've seen it online or Google Images, it's pretty much just dirt, and you just have to pour it into a bowl, mix some water with it till it has a really thick, muddy consistency like this. It does have a strong botanical kind of pottery herbal smell to it. It can linger a bit, I would say, for a good 24 hours after the whole process is done. So, just a little disclaimer for those of you all who are sensitive to certain smells. I don't mind the smell, but I know some people can be. So, just wanted to give a warning. Um, I did mix, excuse me, I did mix green tea with this. As I mentioned before, I like to use green tea, really just almost any kind of tea in general, to my hair care regimen because it helps reduce shedding and also boosts the conditioning process. And since this is the summertime and the humidity tends to dry out my hair a lot, I usually benefit a lot from that. In the packet, you get instructions and plastic gloves. It's really straightforward. Just make sure your hair is detangled, section it off in like four, depending on how much hair you have. I usually put mine in four sections, and I detangle it, and I just put the gloves on and apply it to my hair. They say to leave it on for about 30 minutes to an hour. I like to leave it on for like an hour and a half, just to really let my hair soak up all of the nutrients from this earthy substance. It's all natural, so it's not going to really damage anything. So yeah, I'm going to apply this to my hair, and I will be back. Okay, so I'm back, you all. I pretty much did most of my head so far because I didn't want to film the whole thing. It would just make the video too long. But yeah, I'm just adding this mud to the last section, the last quadrant of my hair. Make sure you have like some newspaper around, or just stuff to cover up your countertop or whatever, because this stuff can stain. Even though it's mud, it can stain, and it can take a while to get it out of whatever it penetrates. Uh, so yeah, I am applying this to my hair stretched, by the way, because it's just easier to get it into the hair shaft quicker versus if my hair was curly. I would have to take more time trying to detangle it before I put this in my hair. So that's just another tip. If you have curly hair and you're applying, even if it's not henna, even if it's like hair dye, just it's better to put it in your hair when your hair is more kind of wavy or stretched or blown out, because it just makes the process go by faster. and it also makes the color come in a bit more evenly. Again, I'm still kind of getting into this whole YouTube hair thing. So my equipment is not like no Nikon camera or no fancy, this fancy $5,000 camera like everybody else uses. So, you know, I'll see how things go and if I want to possibly invest into something like that. But yeah, I'm just a regular guy doing this stuff. I'm not here trying to, gain popularity or fame. That's just me in a nutshell. I'm just an ordinary guy. You want to apply it like to your roots too. Roots all the way down to the ends. Because again, like I said, a lot of people just think of henna as just hair color, a natural hair colorant, but no, it's actually more than that. You do get a good deep conditioning treatment with henna. It also improves the elasticity of your hair. If your hair has lost, particularly if you have curly hair, if you lost some elasticity, where it's like become kind of mushy or just really soft, it doesn't have like a lot of bounce to it. Henna helps with that. And it does, like I said before, has a really strong earthy smell to it. I like it though. I really like it. That's the kind of person I am. I like the smell of outdoors. I really do. So it doesn't bother me, but I know some people are sensitive to certain smells. All you really have to do is like come behind it with like a good conditioner that has like one of those lavender or fruity smells to it, and it can kind of like reduce that smell. But even with that, it can, still can linger a little bit. But after about 24 hours, it's pretty much gone. It's all from the ground. So again, I've been using this brand of henna for about a year, and it's pretty decent. I like it. There are different brands out there I've tried. This is probably the one that's given me the best results as far as color wise. Uh, there are some hennas out there that really aren't that strong and don't give you that great of a result as far as hair color. So you kind of have to, try them out. I know that Lush store that sells like cosmetics for women and like the malls, they actually make henna too, but it's like super expensive. I had looked into it. The henna is like it comes in like a bar, like a soap bar, and it's like a big bar of dirt, but it's like $30 or $40 actually. And I'm like, I don't think so. Not on my budget. So yeah, that's pretty much all the way in now. It's getting it all in my roots and my scalp. I want to let this sit for about a good hour and a half, and I will be back. Okay. Okay, guys, I am back. Just got back from rinsing all of that mud out of my hair. It takes a little bit of time to get it all out, especially if you have really thick hair like mine. But I do overall like the feel of it. It does feel a bit stiff, but that's like the same feeling that I get like when I do a protein treatment. Basically, you get like a really kind of like it doesn't feel like it's damaged. It just feels like it's just like really really loaded with a bunch of nutrients all at once, and you kind of need to just go in there and kind of neutralize it all out with some conditioner, which is what I'm going to do with this stuff right here. Is by Soft Whisperer. I got it at my local supermarket. It's the Repair and Protect shampoo and conditioner combo. Pretty much just gonna go in there, throw this in my hair. Actually, show you how I do it right now. Really simple. Saturate it in there. I don't really like section off my hair and apply. It just takes too much time. I know a lot of natural hair gurus like to just go the extra mile and you know do it in sections, but I'm a guy. I don't have time for that. So I'll lather this in my hair. So I'm gonna finish the rest off camera, but yeah, I'm gonna go put this in my hair, rinse it out, style it, and I'll be back. And I'm gonna try to show you some photos of the finished result because I know, like I said, the lighting on this phone is kind of bad. I don't really have a high tech camera yet, so I'm still getting to that point. But yeah, I'll be back in a jiffy. Thank you. So this is the final result of the henna process. The reason why I'm filming it this way because I feel like you can probably see the results a lot better than seeing it from my front camera. Again, I'm not a fancy YouTuber. I do not have a Nikon camera, so I have to take baby steps. But yeah, my hair is still really big. I just put some gel in it and I just threw it up because I'm tired. I don't really feel like doing anything else special to it. But yeah, I do like the result of using henna. It is a safe way to add color dimension to your hair as well as a great deep conditioning process if your hair lacks moisture, um, which my hair was lacking because this humidity this summer has been crazy. So that did help my hair. Um, Again, you're not going to get every hair color with henna if you are thinking about using henna for hair color. You're only going to get pretty much like gradients of red and brown. Of course, it also depends on your starting hair color. But if you're like going from dark and you're trying to go really, really light, like to a blonde, I wouldn't recommend using henna. You're not really going to get that far. You're going to have to unfortunately use the chemical. If you're going to do that, that is perfectly fine. Just do your research. Be safe because, that bleach can be damaging to your hair. I almost killed my hair doing that, going red. But yeah, thankfully, it did lighten my hair enough to the point where I can just use henna to keep the red vibrant or the copper vibrant, which is what it is right now. This process turned my hair more into like a coppery brown, which I still like. I still like. It's fun for the summer. But yeah, I think that'll be it for this video. Hopefully you did enjoy this janky presentation filmed from my old phone. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you in the next one. Thank you.